Once upon a time, in the lush, green forest of Evergreen Woods, there lived a gentle bear named Benny. Benny was a big, furry bear with a heart as warm as a summer's day. He loved exploring the forest and was always curious about everything in it. One sunny morning, while Benny was strolling through the forest, he heard a gentle buzzing sound. Buzz, buzz it went. Intrigued, Benny followed the sound through the trees and shrubs until he came across a small, hardworking bee named Beatrice. She was buzzing around a vibrant field of flowers, collecting nectar. "Hello there," said Benny in his deep, friendly voice. "What are you doing?" Beatrice looked up from her busy work and smiled. "I'm collecting nectar to make honey for the hive," she replied. "It's a big job, but it's important because it feeds everyone at the hive." Benny was fascinated. He had always wondered how honey was made. "Can I help you gather nectar?" Benny asked eagerly. Beatrice was surprised by Benny's request, for no other creature had ever offered help before. "Well, you're quite the big fellow," Beatrice chuckled. "But perhaps you can help by making sure no one bothers us while we work." Benny was delighted to be a part of the process. He sat down gently next to the flowers, his large presence comforting the bees as they zipped around gathering their nectar. Days turned into weeks, and Benny was now a familiar sight in the flower field. He would greet the bees each morning and watch over them until the evening sun dipped below the horizon. Benny and Beatrice became good friends, sharing stories of their day and learning from each other. One day, as a storm was approaching, the wind howled fiercely through the forest, and Benny noticed the bees struggling against the strong gusts. He quickly came up with an idea. "Come, Beatrice, let me shield you," he urged. Using his large body, Benny stood tall and spread out his arms, creating a shelter for the bees until the storm passed. Once the rain stopped, Beatrice and the bees were safe and dry, thanks to Benny's clever thinking. Grateful for his kindness, Beatrice decided to share something special with Benny. "You've been so kind to us, Benny," she said. "We would like you to have some of the honey we made." Benny tasted the honey, and it was the sweetest thing he had ever had. But more than the honey, what Benny cherished most was the friendship he had found. From that day on, Benny and Beatrice were inseparable. Benny had learned that helping others not only creates happiness, but also builds bonds that are sweeter than honey. And so, in Evergreen Woods, the bear and the bee lived happily with a friendship as golden as the honey they shared.